I looked up after we looked at the pickups. So they are Seymour Duncan and they're 59s. SH1N is in the neck position and SH1B is in the bridge position. Okay, so we are going to start clean in the middle position. We're going to do clean, a little bit of drive, but it's going to distort because these pickups are hot. The Seymour Duncan 59s. And then we're going to do some lead sounds. I'm mostly going to play rhythm guitar parts, so chords, to see what that sounds like. But they sound really good. Just they distort really quickly, so maybe if you had one dry pedal, we'll be fine with the clean amp. But let's see what they sound like clean, and then we're going to go to a drive and then high gain, or more lead guitar sound, lead solo kind of sound, to my taste, how I like it. We're going to turn up the reverb a little bit, and we're going to play clean. Now we're going to the Paisley drive and listen to how they distort more quickly just with a little bit of drive. Still in the middle position, rolled back a little bit on the volumes. Now we're going to go to lead, or going to the bridge, and the volume is rolled back a little bit and the tone is rolled back a little bit. Reverb is going to be all the way up. Paisley drive on, and the SL drive is going to be on. Rolled back on the tone, on the bridge. Rolled back on the tone on the neck now. Missed that part. It's alright. It happens. Neck pickup, clean. Alright, we'll give our final thoughts at the very end of the video. Okay, now we have the 59 in Honeyburst. I changed my last video from Lemon Burst to Honeyburst. Sweetwater has this finish. Musician Friends has a Lemon Burst that's all amber looking yellow. Like the Joe Bonamassa one. So here you go. Clean to start off with, and then we will go to drive and high gain. Reverb all the way up. In the middle position, we're gonna do the drive, but notice how it doesn't get as distorted as
Seymour Duncan 59 pickups.
Same settings on the pedal board. I'll insert a clip of the picture right now of how it looks, and it hasn't changed. And then notice how these don't have as high of an output as the
Seymour Duncans.
Now we're going to be playing the Paisley drive, and notice how these Gibson burst buckers 2 and 3 don't get as distorted as Epiphone.
Seymour Duncan 59.
Reverb's like around 7 out of 10. Play the SL drive now with the reverb all the way up. Roll back on the tone, and I've done this before, but let's do it again. back on the tone on the neck. Now we're back on the middle. Do the bridge. I guess I can insert it after this, the same thing, but let's see what that sounds like. Let's insert that clip of this one of the 50s. After this video, I don't know if I want to get rid of this one. Okay, in this portion of the video, we're going to be checking the neck, the 2nd, and probably the 11th, because the 12th, it has a little bit of where the, you know, the end of the neck is going. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me, but if y'all can see here, sorry, you can see there, it's zeroed out. This is inches. Let's try this out. Alright, so we have 0.921 at the 2nd, 1.00, oh, I said fatter over here. 1.003. And 1.1. I have 1.1. Oh. 1,000. Alright, well, I never actually took these out, and these actually have Seymour Duncans. So if you are listening to this demo, these are actually Seymour Duncan and then I'm guessing Shawbucker Bridge, but they are Seymour Duncans, and I didn't know this. So, but pays to look into your guitar, right? I just kind of figured. I thought they were. This whole time I had the guitar, I bought it used. So they do have the long neck tenon there, and this is what that. Well, that's what this looks like. So let's look at the electronics now. In this cavity here, Maybe that's why this is like this. Okay, so I didn't notice this when I first looked in here, but now looking at the pickups, I think I just looked in here briefly. So it does, not sure these are Mallory pots, but it does have those yellow pots there. And it does have these quick connects, I just don't know why. They would leave all that when they replace the Seymour Duncans, but as you can see, they do say CTS pots right there. And here is the three-way toggle switch. I don't think this has been messed with. I don't think there's no reason to mess with it. But we can see that they did not miss any of the holes on the three-way switch. So yeah, that's what you have down here. One, the cavity where the pickups are at. Other than that, y'all can see the neck. And the tuners. And then you can see how it has that, it's a little dirty, but there's little stains on it, but you can see where it has probably the veneer on the back. It has the 59, has the two-piece. You can clearly see it. So here's the 2nd fret neck depth and 12th fret neck depth of the 1959 Epiphone. Honeyburst. It was, the 2nd fret was 0.899. 12. Yeah, 12 fret will be fine. .985. 0.985 for the 12. So it is a little bit smaller than the 50 standard. I'll be putting some pictures of the pickups from when I got it. It didn't change. Like the 50s, I didn't know I got that guitar used. I didn't know it had those pickups in it. So we're gonna put these strings back on, and we're gonna check the pots. Okay, this will be the final clip before I do my final thoughts. So here on the limited edition since 1873, cool little, probably aluminum plate or something. You have this switchcraft, it's supposed to be switchcraft. Didn't go outside of the hole here, the circle. Then down here, you're supposed to have CTS pots and Mallory pickups, pots, what are they? So CTS pots, which when I first got it, I thought somebody had taken out the neck pickup, or the bridge pickup, because it has a heavy soldering there. Maybe they took it out and put it back in, don't know. But you can see here where they probably didn't mess with the neck pickup. Here's your pots. And that one says CTS right there. Not sure how well y'all can see these. If these are correct Mallory pickups. Mallory, I guess, I don't know what they're called. It's not coming to my mind. Resistors, I don't know. But that's what that looks like. There's your input jack. But yeah, it looks pretty. This one looks pretty clean. I like how it's all hand wired. I know it's not a very clean job, but it's really good. So here's your two-piece back. You can see how it's darker here and then lighter there. And three-piece neck. There's one. There's a neck. And there's another scarf joint up here. don't know how well it's going to come out on the camera, but just add it's a 20, 21. There's your... I gotta check the other one to see if they're Epiphone Deluxe. Let's go get that other one and see if it says Epiphone Deluxe. Yep. Epiphone Deluxe. It didn't change them out. Okay. Good. Okay, well, here's my final thoughts of these two guitars. First off, at the beginning of the video, like I mentioned, I thought these were Pro Buckers 2 and 3. To my surprise, I didn't check. It was a used guitar that I got off of Craigslist. So since I didn't check, I didn't know I was giving out the wrong information. But
The 50s Les Paul actually has 59 Seymour Duncans.
But these two guitars had the Hybrid Slinky by Ernie Balls, model number 222. I changed out the strings. I didn't look at the pickups. I didn't change the pickup height. I just left it alone. So the major difference for me is the neck of the guitar. I'm going to keep, and I mentioned this before, is the 59. I really like the satin neck, not the high gloss of the 50s. I feel that the 50s neck is a little bit fatter than the 59, so I prefer the 59 more. So it's actually is 0.919, so let's just say 0.92 on the 2nd fret and 1.1 on the 12th, and the 59 is 0.899, so let's call it 0.90, and then 0.985 on the 12th. So it's a difference between 2 and 3 thousandths there. I mentioned, and I took a picture and I looked up after we looked at the pickups. So they are Seymour Duncan and they're 59s. SH1N is in the neck position and SH1B is in the bridge position. So maybe if I would have tweaked it, I would have went on Seymour Duncan's website and got the specs for those pickups. Maybe, you know, it would have sounded differently. But to me, they just sounded like they broke up more. Search, they're supposed to have a scooped mid-range and a vintage output. I think they have a hotter output, but I would have to look through my book to see what they were set up at. So my advice for today is about patience. We got a puppy and we have to be patient with him, know when he has to go out and stuff like that. And so that's one way of looking at patience. The other way of patience is from guitar standpoint. When you're first learning guitar, take it slow. Don't just try and rush into things and just, you know, get all these chords down, because you might get not the shape of it wrong, but you know, you might find a way of making the chord in a much simpler or easier way with your fingers. And you know, take chords at a pace. I don't know, that's the way I took it. I'm more of the rhythm guitar player. I'm not really more of a lead guitar player. So if you are, you know, kudos to you. That's something that I want to learn now. So patience, take it slow, take it easy. I know you want to learn really quickly, but if you take it slow and you learn your different guitar shapes around the fretboard, your chord shapes around the fretboard, I think that'll really help. I only know a few. I want to learn more, but it's always a learning process. You can, you know, learn for years and years. I hope y'all enjoy this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Say it at the end of the video, but I would really appreciate it. I'm just growing the channel and I'm just getting into making videos. So please give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much. God bless y'all, and I'm out. Peace.